group of networks. Ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Oh, fellow, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is Thursday, June 26, 2025, and yes, we're gonna start with another episode of Asphere's Cafe, of course, with the gaming. And let's invite Truman as well, and yes, TJ Sen is actually outside, as I'm seeing on his camera. So good evening to both of you, TJ Sen and Truman.
Good evening,
Hi. We're currently in the nation's capital. No questions asked. For some reason, I'm currently here outside. The recognition ceremony at my school has just ended. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but if there's one thing I can tell you, we're heading somewhere else tonight to continue the celebration. And in all honesty, at the end of the day, it was really worth it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, back at the cafe.
Yeah.
Tyler, I'll be right back. We're heading, we're going to start traveling for a bit.
All right, thank you, Sen. All right, so with that, everyone, tonight on Asphere's Cafe, we'll be talking about of course, with the voice actor situation with Truman, of course, and of course, some gaming headlines. So, Truman, where should we start first? Should we talk about the voice acting situation, or should I start with the gaming headlines in the meantime?
I think we should start with the gaming headlines first, because this topic is about to be a lot longer than you expect. So it would be best that we'll get this on the last one. It'll be the one that will talk for the
Yeah,
night.
we'll save that for the last. We can
Yes,
save
right.
that for the last. Yeah, we can save that for the last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll save it for the last. All right. So let's go. Let's head over now to Niche Gamer as we speak. Let me just bring up. Okay, let me check. All right. Yeah. Now let's head over to Niche Gamer. Let me just get the screen share up.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had something was in my mind earlier, Truman, and I swear to God, it is all about that one upcoming anime that is Nukitashi. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
I know you're gonna bring that up.
I was laughing so hard because I saw the co-host GC. So, all right, literally he just reacted. Let me just add you there.
All right. It'll be a pleasure to put.
Like literally.
My
I'm
God.
so sorry. I got distracted.
Oh my goodness! What is?
Highlight this, Cairo. Highlight this one.
You saw nothing, everyone. You saw nothing.
All
Okay.
right.
Let's get into the gaming cafe right now. Let's start with of course, let's start with the niche game right here. Let me just enlarge the screen share right here.
Damn.
All right, we are now at the niche gamer. Let's see what should we cover first. All right, so okay, let's cover the first one, that is Microsoft adding Steam games to Xbox PC app on Windows. Alright, I need to chill. Alright, let's be serious a second. In the surprising new announcement, Microsoft has revealed they have added the availability to include Steam games in your Xbox library. The new combined My Library on the Xbox app is now available for Xbox insiders on Windows, letting you connect and list your Steam and Battle.net games all on the same app, making a single launcher for those PC games. As with any new features out first for Xbox insiders, the rest of users on the Xbox ecosystem will have to wait until later this year for the full integration of their consolidated library. The new combined library will also be on new devices like the ORG Xbox Ally handheld and more. Manisha Oza, who is the Xbox platform product manager, said when a player installs a game from a supported PC storefront, it will automatically appear in my library within the Xbox PC app, as well as the most recent list of titles in the sidebar, making it easier than ever to jump back into your games. Microsoft teased this is just the beginning of their efforts to add more competitor storefronts to the Xbox platform, with support for additional PC storefronts coming over time. As with any of these options, you can also toggle off the aggregated game library as well. If you want to add your Steam library to the Xbox app right now, you can download the Xbox Insider Hub on PC and join the PC gaming preview link. So I think this is actually a good change as more and more PC handhelds are becoming common, and all I can say is that Xbox app adding support for Steam games is a good start. Really. So what do you think, everyone?
I think this is a good path for Xbox because you know there's a lot of like games that are meant to be like controlled the controller instead of the usual WASD keys in your PC. So having this is kind of like revolutionizing the accessibility to make the games a lot more fun and you know pretty much fun to play with friends because it can now be more on the usual controls that we are all familiar with when you're going left or right instead of like smashing the keyboard all over the place, you know.
Hmm. Uh, right. How about you, Mark?
Very nice, very nice. Very big leap to no, Xbox to add Steam games. It's very
You
nice.
sound kind of funny, but I agree. You sounded kind of funny, yeah. But I agree with your take. For both of you, yeah. All right, so let's see what we cover next. And we're gonna get. Okay, okay, hold up. Payment processors are now forcing sites to censor furries.
Ain't no way.
No
Oh my
way.
God. Ain't no
Okay,
way.
this is another topic we're gonna get into. Same coming from niche gamer as usual. Furry artists are the latest to enter the crosshair of the payment processor censors, according to a recent virtual service for Fansly, a subscription platform for content creators. According to a recent
Hey
email,
yo.
Fansly was compelled to change their terms of service in order to appease our payment processing partners. The update
Oh my
also
god.
includes a suite of other clarifications around content such as hypnosis, whistling, and drugs or alcohol. And this is as pointed out by Batty. I am posting this because there seems to be some pretty big changes to Fansly terms of service, but not everyone has received an email from compliance yet. The email states you have until June 28th, that is 2 days from now, to take down any content violating the updates. If you see any of my VODs go away, this is why. Over the past several years, if
Ain't
not
no way.
longer, payment processors have been throwing their weight around to censor content on sites such as Patreon and Steam. They have even caused problems for Japanese sites like Pixie, Pixviv, and the DL site. The intention behind these changes appears to be to prevent content which appears to circumvent consent, even if the situations are simulated or otherwise entirely fictional. The changes to the terms of service even say as much when mentioning wrestling, saying that even when consensual, content that simulates force, struggle, or non-consent violates our policies. content creators are suggesting our play as an alternative, it's worth mentioning that just idols use this song as well. So this is kind of not really the gaming, but I just wanted to wanted to check this out. But man, is Visa Mastercard forcing our throats down now to that what they don't like? Are we really forced now? Are Visa and Mastercard forcing our throats to censor? This is BS. Any thoughts?
Dogs are gonna get banned now.
Mark, is this
Dogs and
BS?
all
That's
of them.
wild.
Is it BS, Mark?
That's wild, man. That's wild. Furries are censoring on Fansly. Ain't no way, bruh.
It's like you're
Ain't no
limiting
way.
dogs. It's like you're getting all of the dogs, rounding them all up, and then piling up into this jail so that Fansly can have a clean service.
Oh dear.
Hey,
Animal
Oh
control
dear.
service
hey,
time. Come
hey.
on, get over here.
Yeah.
They're
I
trapping
know.
dogs.
Yes, they're kidnapping. No, actually, more like dog napping the dogs. They're dog
Mm-hmm.
napping every looking dog in there, and then saying, "Yep,
I
we're
know,
clean
right?
now."
We're cooked, guys. We're cooked. If
Very
payment
cool.
processes are going against something that they don't like, they should just leave it alone actually. But we're cooked if they're gonna continue with that. We're cooked. Alright, before we take a break, well, we have some news for Nickelodeon fans out there. Sonic Racing Crossroads announces Nickelodeon characters DLC. So Sega has announced more crossover content for Sonic Racing Crossroads, the latest in their Sonic the Hedgehog Racing spin-off series. The new crossover downloadable content includes none other than various Nickelodeon-run series like SpongeBob SquarePants, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Avatar. The new crossover DLC will be included in the game's planned season pass alongside the previously announced Minecraft and Sonic Prime content, as well as two unannounced collaborations. So we're gonna take a little bit of the look how how
Yo 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 yo
how
yo
it
yo 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 yo
so I'm not gonna unmute the audio. I'm not gonna unmute the audio, but you can see
yo yo
for
yo.
yourself how that looks like. Wait, why is it dead? Oh my god. Sorry. There we go. So there, you can see one of the Nickelodeon stages. Oh wow, that looks pretty cool. Look at this, guys. And you have
They got a bikini
skateboard.
bottom. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and yeah, this is so cool, guys. Oh, yeah, you don't need a license. That's true because this is a racing game. So yeah, the
To
driver's
drive a
language.
You
sandwich.
don't need a license. I'm sure the police would understand.
Wait a minute, that's a SpongeBob movie reference. The first SpongeBob movie.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Ah, that's
that's
crazy.
the first SpongeBob SquarePants movie reference. You don't need a
mhm.
license to drive a sandwich.
You're oh jeez, you're right.
No.
So yeah, that is
Yeah.
Sonic Racing
Well,
Crossroads.
speaking of
That is
SpongeBob, I heard some news. I heard some news about SpongeBob.
oh, go ahead.
Apparently, you know GTV in Indonesia. You know the network GTV network.
Yeah. Yes.
They're removing SpongeBob.
GTV in Indonesia. I saw the
Aww, that's sad. Why were they removing SpongeBob though?
GTV in Indonesia is removing SpongeBob from their lineup after like almost 2 decades.
Oh, I see. I wonder why.
They're now replacing it with Cocomelon. I'm not even kidding. They're replacing it with Cocomelon.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah, that's true.
This cannot be real.
Wow.
This
Starting
Indonesians
today,
want.
SpongeBob SquarePants is no longer aired on the Indonesian free-to-air TV station GTV, formerly known
Oh,
as Global TV, since its premiere from February 1st, 2026.
oh my
Sorry,
goodness.
2006 rather. The removal is due to the expiring contract between GTV and Nickelodeon, and that's being
Oh,
replaced with Cocomelon from 7 to 10 a.m. Indonesian Standard Time. I think it's from Jakarta Standard Time.
so
yeah.
that means Nickelodeon shows are no longer on Indonesian free to air. Sad.
Yeah,
Man, they love
yeah,
to.
that's true. I sent the screenshot. I sent it in your DMs. But yeah, apparently they're now removing SpongeBob from GTV. There's a running joke back in the day that GTV is SpongeBob TV, and now they're removing it.
Yeah, it's a
It's two
it's
decades. I'm
yeah.
surprised they held it that long.
Almost 2 decades, huh?
It's gonna be an end of an era then.
Yeah, man.
Ironically enough, I'm actually drinking on a SpongeBob glass, so it makes it even more. So
Nah,
it makes it even
you
more.
serious?
No, no, I'm not even joking. I have like a SpongeBob glass with me right now. I'll just send the pics and later on to tell you how.
Nah, that crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Very crazy.
Very much.
Oh,
But
speaking
going
of
back,
which, there's a
yeah.
joke running around.
Hmm.
Aside from GTV, we actually have something in equivalent to that in our fan made community. There's this network called STV. They air SpongeBob every morning.
Wow,
They
Oh,
air it
wow.
awesome.
long time, very long time.
That's very
They will
awesome.
they aired it every day. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The joke is it's SpongeBob TV. If STV doesn't air SpongeBob, that means the end of the world. Okay, that's the joke.
You can see it
If
now.
they
My
stop airing
DMs
SpongeBob,
moving.
that's the end of the world. World War III is happening.
Hmm.
Now, but
Yep.
to be fair,
But yeah, the only solution to watch SpongeBob right now for Indonesians
Is to
is to
watch
get a paid
the
TV subscription.
very
yeah,
much.
yeah. They're gonna have to watch the Nickelodeon channel through pay TV. Yeah.
Very much. But
You
going
And
have to
back
what's
pay
towards
for it now.
Let me just warn you right now that Nickelodeon here is textless. The promos are textless, so you won't. They don't have any text except it's automated, pretty much.
I see. I see.
Yep.
How
But
long
yeah,
Right.
since
it's sad that
Anyways,
it's really sad.
yeah,
yeah,
pretty. Yeah.
pressing
End
up
of an
on that.
era. End of an era for SpongeBob on free Indonesian free to air TV. That is end of an era.
Yeah.
That's all.
But still, good news for Sonic Worlds that they're gonna be putting in SpongeBob in them. So
Oh yeah.
quite a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much a big bonus for everybody who's like waiting for SpongeBob or maybe petitioning for SpongeBob to actually get in there. It's like a crazy level up towards the
Mm-hmm.
Meg.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be driving one of the most famous vehicles ever driven in a SpongeBob uh, multiverse. You're gonna drive the
Hmm.
boat. You're gonna drive the sandwich, and then get it eaten by a clamfish. It's gonna be
Hmm.
exciting for many, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Is it-
Yeah. I'm not paying for that shit. I'm not paying for that shit. Okay, I'm broke. You see, my
Nobody
financial
is.
situation is going down. But yeah, I think that's good. I think it's really good. I think personally, it does remind me of the SpongeBob movie so much. I mean, the design itself, first of all, yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. The first SpongeBob movie, rather, yeah,
Yeah,
it does remind me of that.
and the giant Squidward in there. If you've seen earlier, there's like a giant Squidward in there. It's like pretty cool
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. I think I do.
yeah, it's like you included Squidward, but in the most ironic way. You just let him sit by the cash register while everybody races. It's like, oh man, I wish I could be racing.
Hmm.
My life is
Just want to
boring.
play.
Meanwhile, the entire world is fucking ending.
Very much.
Typical day in Bikini Bottom.
Mhm. Oh man, it's like really cool. Anyway,
All right. So
I think
actually,
that's all
before
of
we
it.
take a break, I forgot to say right away. What do you think about the Sonic Worlds? Sorry, not Sonic Worlds. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds that is getting Nickelodeon DLC. What do you say? What do you say, Jermaine?
I'd say this is gonna be exciting for those who are actually waiting for a Nickelodeon collaboration because maybe those kids who are like really into Sonic and at the same time watching SpongeBob SquarePants every other day is gonna be like hyped up because they're gonna, like I said earlier, they're gonna be driving the famous boatmobile or the famous sandwich from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. At the same time, race with other characters that are just not from the SpongeBob range, but everybody in the Nickelodeon range that are included.
Yeah, same thoughts really. So yeah. It looks like Mark Morales is not in this in our stage anymore, but that's okay. All right,
Yeah.
it is now 6:50 in the evening, and we will be returning with more coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Coffee. Our sponsors: Asphere's Aircon, Dream Course Pizza, Pinoy Coffee, DLX Karaoke, and Melody Mart. Asphere's Coffee will return after the break. Stay along with us.
Shabu!
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Pinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience. And DLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan. You're listening to Cool FM.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide ba?
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng sanyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Meron rin tayong overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Pinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Pinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee.
Also available, Pinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Pinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation.
Dito na tayo sa Joy A. Dito na tayo sa Joy A Supermarket kung saan lahat ay mura at maraming mga discount. Matthew Moisture Soybeans only 12 pesos plus buy one take 3 pa. Durex condoms buy one get 6 for all flavors starts at 49 pesos. Buy one Frostbite ice cream and get our exclusive The N-Word song in CD. Sa supermarket namin ay Joy A. Joy A Supermarket, ang paboritong budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas.
Joy A Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia.
Dumarami na ang gumagaling sa Sid Panyawan Herbal Capsule. Ako po si Antonio de la Cruz from Northern Cotabato. Dati po sumakit yung likod ko pero ngayon gumaling na dahil sa Sid Panyawan.
Ako po si Kin. Dati po sumakit po aking tiyan at likod at ulo. Ayun, ininom ko yung herbal capsule. Pagkatapos bigla ako gumaling. Ay bay, natuwang aking misis.
Mabibili sa lahat ng drugstores nationwide.
Are you looking for a place to cool yourself down? Do you wish to find refresher that pops? Then go visit Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop. Located in the city of Taguig, Soda Pop brings you an alternative to those average milk tea shops that's too expensive. They have a wide variety of flavors including strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, to name a few. They also have 2 sizes to choose from, perfect for every scenario. Whether you can drink and chill at home or bond with your friends, Soda Pop is here to stay. Price starts at 39 pesos SRP, so you don't need to worry about your pockets going empty. So, choose Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Big time hotdog, mas pinasarap, mas pinamiti.
Versus previous formulation. Big time hotdog, mas pinasarap, mas pinamiti. Mas marami na ang bibili. Pipilahan ang paninda. Mapa-hot silog, on stick o sandwich pa. Sa Big Time, big sa lasa, big sa kita.
Big time hotdog, mas pinasarap, mas pinamiti. Big time hotdog.
Big sa lasa, big sa kita. Big Time!
CDO.
Try Chowking's new fried siopaw.
Bow, 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 burritong crispy. Bow, 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 burritong meaty. Bow, 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 burritong sarap. Bow, 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 burritong crispy. Bow, 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 burritong meaty. Bow, 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 burritong sarap.
Chowking fried siopaw, your next bow burrito.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 6:58 in the evening as we continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. And actually, before we continue, DJ San is in the stage once again. So, San, what are you doing here tonight? All right. Okay, so. Oh wait, go. Wait, were you gonna say something, Julian?
No. I just opened it up.
Oh, okay. There is San. All right.
But
wait.
it's currently traffic right here, so it's not surprising. Rush hour traffic. It's already 7 o'clock, so it's pretty obvious that whenever weekdays like this, especially prime time, it's absolutely traffic. We're still currently in the Garda as we speak, and earlier today we were actually informed of a sudden demonstration or a rally at Mindoro in the middle of me heading towards school for the recognition. But I don't think I was materialized. The only thing I saw was barbed wires. And I'm not even sure if that even holds true. But there are some people who actually said that there was indeed some rally on social media. So I think that's the point. But I have to see it for myself and see if there are some pictures. So anyways, we're still stuck here in Manila at this point. We are heading somewhere else. As stay tuned right here on Bulacan Prime Time. Shout out to my parents as well. All the hard work is worth it at the end of the day. And quite frankly, perhaps history to make it because literally almost the entire section where I'm currently at actually does have at least one award, which is very amazing and exciting in its own way. So we're now here in Menjola, and apparently the rally is now already gone. But if there's one thing I can tell you, the traffic is now coming from the guard at this point. So we're now here at the Art Bridge of Menjola. So and again, huge pile of traffic as we speak. But in the meantime, if you wanted to get the latest news and information from yours truly about my whereabouts, stay tuned right here on Cool FM Prime Time. Back to you, Pyro.
Thank you very much, DJ Sen. Okay, now let's continue with our gaming cafe right here. So let's bring up my screen share once again. Let's see, there it is. Uh-oh. Why is it frozen? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my god, why is so laggy on the POC? Oh my goodness. Alright, so anyways, let's focus on continuing on bringing the latest gaming stuff here. So right, so let's get into Rift of the Narrow Dancer. So Brace Yourself Games and TikTok Games have announced and released new Rift of the Narrow Dancer content inspired by the VTubers of Hololive. The random spin-off game got a new Hololive music pack out now on PC via Steam and June 25th for Nintendo Switch, which is also out by now. So, what's new? So you have one of four new rental rips which features the following songs: Be Be Diba by Hoshi Machi Suise, Play Dice by Hakos Balzi, Ahoy by Susho Marine, Carbonated Love by RYS. I think I'm familiar with one of the songs, especially with Diba. So yes, I'm actually familiar with that since I have listened to that song before. So let me just look it up on YouTube.
DVD by Hoshimachi Suisei is gonna be in there?
It's yeah.
No way. That's like one of that's like a bopper. It's like a bopper of a song coming from Suisei.
Yeah. If you are not aware, but yeah, if you're not aware, this is one of the songs there, and actually, the music video features a very interesting animated VTuber along with the IRL along with the real life characters. So let me just mute the music because we do not want to play the copyright the music, but you can see how beautiful the music video is. Let me see this again. The music video is very very cool. Look at this, like how it's being done. Like, bro, this is well done. You can tell, right?
Very much.
Yeah. See how it's being done right here. Like
yeah, everything is like done in this 180 sort of thing, and then they just revolve it around, and then everything happens within that 180 perspective.
It's so
pretty
cool
awesome.
that they managed to craft this so well. Like, I cannot stress, but Sway did very well, and along with the rest of the staff who work on this music video, I have to salute to them because sadly we don't get to see how many likes because it's been disabled by the uploader. So unfortunately, we cannot tell how many likes they have garnered, but yeah.
But hey, look at that! Even YouTube actually
Japan
had a
even left a comment. Yeah, I noticed YouTube Japan left a comment here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. That's pretty much your indication that this is a certified music video that's worth of a following.
It's
If YouTube
so cool,
says it,
right?
go.
This is so cool. Like, look at this part. Let
Very.
me just go there. Go there. Look at this.
It's like
right.
It's a real fight. It's a real fight going on, and then you're just fighting with a 2D character, and then they like trace everything out of it.
It's so
That's
cool.
the cool part.
Yeah.
Very realistic.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that this song is mentioned in one of the Hololive music pack for Rift of the Narrow Dancer, but my goodness, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Very realistic. Very realistic.
Very, very.
Yeah, very, very realistic. So yeah. So back to the article, and yes, as I mentioned, one of the songs that I've listened to before is in the list, so that is always good. Yeah, aside from the four aforementioned songs, each rhythm riff comes with a fully popping hololive talent, background visualizer with triangle particle effects, and you have four difficulties to choose from: easy, medium, hard, and impossible. And finally, remix mode. And as a bonus, celebrate the graduated icon with a free rhythm riff, which is Reflect by Gargura. So, let's see what can we expect with this. I'm not gonna unmute the audio because it could be copyrighted, but you can see see how it's being done right here. This is
Nice beat.
this is the first stage, as I believe the first one is B Diba by Hoshimachi Suisei. So this is how it looks like. And then you have the graduated icon. You have the graduated VTuber that is Gagura. Reflect.
Ready for June
And the
28th.
next we have is Arias Carbonated Love. And
Marine. All right.
Mari. Oh wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but really cool. Look at that. It's so cool. You have one of the VTubers, I think, here. So yeah, that is one of the Hololive music pack of on Riff of the Narrow Dancer. So again, I would be playing this someday, but again, I will be playing this game if I have time, but for now, this will be on my wish list. So yeah, what do you say about the upcoming Hololive music pack that will be released soon on Riff of the Narrow Dancer?
Well, I gotta tell ya, this is pretty amazing, because if anything, anybody who's like watching the VTubing community is gonna be really excited for this, because this is a collaboration that everybody wants to, like, you know, play a rhythm game with the Hololive songs, and this is the best way to like show them. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting for the Hololive community. Maybe some of them would be like, oh, we missed this character, especially Gargura. June 28th. But you know,
it's really amazing that Gargura is included, even though she graduated. I'm so happy that one of her songs is included. So yeah.
Hololive respected her. Thank you, Yago. Thank you.
Gargura is amazing. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. Wait, Mark. Wait, I forgot, Mark. What do you think, Mark?
We stand Go Gura. That's all.
Real. Alright, so now let's move on to the next one, and before we move on to another website that is after the break, we will be heading to Gimasu, but for now we're still gonna focus on Niche Gamer. So, Gold Adventure Gold early access launch has been delayed to next month. So indie developer Can announced a delay for Gold Adventure Gold, the Clone Sim Reverse RPG. The developer name is very interesting. Yeah, so what does it mean? Well, Gold Adventure Gold will forego its originally planned June release for one a bit later on July 31st. The game will launch for Windows PC by Steam via early access. Well, they explain why. The team needed more time to deliver the best possible experience, which they will incorporate feedback from the recent Steam Next Fest demo and add new features for its early access launch. So there is a lot which I can't keep it up, so we're just gonna be playing the trailer right here. So at least I think I will be able to unmute the audio since this is not gonna be copyrighted. So yeah, let's watch this. Let me just install it here. Alright, here's the trailer, ladies and gents.
For those seeking the riches of adventure, a solid foundation must be first launched, attracting adventurers the world over for a price. Assigning bold quests for only the most adventurous of heroes. Engaging in fierce combat in exchange for fame and fortune. Rebuilding damaged structures. A growing city invites formidable warriors and new friends. But in a world governed by gods and monsters, the only true power is gold. How will the rewards of battle and hard decisions shape this ravenous land? Will your wealth persuade adventurers to rise up to the quest? Will the alliances endure the trials of greed? Or will this materialism fracture even the strongest oaths? All paths paved in blood lead to gold. Gold, adventure gold! Wishlist now on Steam.
Wow. That's
Go!
gonna be awesome.
There you go, ladies and gents. That's the trailer of Gold Adventure Code. So, what do you say about the gameplay trailer that you just saw?
Very gold.
Yes, very, very good.
Very,
No
very
comment
gold.
after that. No
No
comment on
questions.
that.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more with one of our fellow co-hosts. It's just, yeah, Gold Adventure Code. Gold indeed.
Gold, gold.
All right. I think we need to warm up for a bit, and as we will be heading over to the next team site in a bit, but we will be taking a break. It is now 7:10 in the evening as we will return with more conversations right here on Asphere's Cafe. And later, after we say goodbye to our fellow TVH level viewers, we will be getting into the voice acting situation where we will talk about what's happening with Genshin lately. And then after leaving TVH, there will be no commercial breaks after that. So with that, our sponsors. Asper's Aircon, Dream Cars Pizza. Go ahead, Hoshi. Oh,
Pinoy Coffee, DLX Karaoke, and Melody Mart.
With that, Asper's Cafe will be right back after the break. Stay along with us.
See ya.
7:11 p.m. 7:11. I'm currently eating right now.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience. And DLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza din sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming feelings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium feelings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Bikin, merong nilikayang overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FBS Manufacturing Corporation.
Are you looking for a place to cool yourself down? Do you wish to find a refresher that pops?
Then go visit Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop. Located in the city of Taguig, Soda Pop brings you an alternative to those average milk tea shops that's too expensive. They have a wide variety of flavors including strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, to name a few. They also have 2 sizes to choose from, perfect for every scenario. Whether you can drink and chill at home or bond with your friends, Soda Pop is here to stay. Price starts at 39 pesos SRP, so you don't need to worry about your pockets going empty. So, choose Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Dumarami na ang gumagaling sa Sid Panyawan Herbal Capsule. Ako po si Antonio de la Cruz from Northern Cotabato. Dati po sumakit yung likod ko pero ngayon gumaling na dahil sa Sid Panyawan.
Ako po si Kin. At dati po sumakit po aking tiyan at likod at ulo. Ayun, ininom ko yung herbal capsule. Pagkatapos bigla ako gumaling. Ay bay, natuwang aking misis.
Mabibili sa lahat ng drugstores nationwide.
Does a credit card earn you free miles on everyday expenses? Does a credit card allow you to fly for free to international destinations? Does your credit card have all the aforementioned, but with a waive annual fee for the first 3 years? You wouldn't have to worry while answering those questions anymore. Introducing the CFV Filipino Jet Cross World Credit Card, the only card in the Philippines that not only earns you miles the fastest way for only 45 pesos per mile, but has also no annual fee for the first 3 years. Earning free flights had never been easier. Apply now at your nearest CFV branch or apply online via the CFV online banking app. Only from CFV. Express the freedom of banking. CFV is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. CFV is a proud member of Crosslink. CFV, express the freedom of banking. A member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Dito na tayo sa Joray, kung saan lahat ay okay. Sa Joray, lahat ito ay super mura, lahat ang mapaganda dito sa Joray. Napatunayan na ng bayan, wala nang ang iba. Quality shopping ang aming dala. Mapapajolay talaga kayo. Ang supermarket namin ay Joray.
Joray Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia.
Sa Big Time Cheese, ang sarap ng benta. Big Time sa kita, Big Time sa lasa. Sa Big Time Cheese, ang sarap ng benta.
Pag Big Time na negosyo ang hanap mo, Big Time Cheese dapat ang gamit mo. Ang cheese sticks, burger, and toppings. Sa Big Time Cheese, kikita ka.
Big Time sa kita, Big Time sa lasa. Wag isa negosyo pag na Big Time ka.
Big sa lasa, big sa kita, Big Time.
CDO.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 7:20 evening as we continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. And for our fellow TV channel viewers, sadly you will not get to hear the voice acting situation because are only allowed. We're only going to be up to an hour. So if you wanna see the full discussion of that, you can check out our replay. You can not remember. You can check out the full discussion of of us talking about the voice acting drama situation on the respective YouTube channels, that is TJ1 Entertainment and AspMedia for the replay. So once we leave the TVH, we will be proceeding to talking about the voice acting situation. Okay, so now let's get into more rounds of let's get into another round of the gaming cafe before we leave the cafe for our fellow TVH.
Another round of gaming news.
Yes, yes.
Ah, all right.
If I can look at my suit, that would be great. Let's just wait for that to load. And then
Yo,
up
Cairo.
from 7:30 onwards. Yo, sorry. Go ahead.
Yo, Cairo, can we let Mark Corrales do the outro for TVH later?
Sure. I will.
All right, you can do it,
You're
Mark
allowed.
Corrales, later. Later,
You're allowed.
7:30.
I'll give you permission. Oh, damn it! Really? It's not letting me pass through the verification, bro.
Womp Cloud Bear.
Oh my god.
The cloud verification system. It will take hours and hours and hours until you get verified.
Oh, there we go. I got it. There we go.
Finally.
Alright, there we go. Hey, I'm running out of time because 7:30 onwards we'll be talking about the voice acting situation with Drew Main, of course. And yeah. And by the way, to TLC team, 7:30 p.m. onwards, we will not be having commercial breaks, so commercial free for after we leave TVH. I repeat, TLC team, we will not be having commercial breaks at 7:30 p.m. onwards. Okay, so let's see what should we cover next. Right, Tall Hard Remake DLC. Alright, so Tall Hard Remake DLC Extra Stories Zero and Masashi has been announced. So Aqua Plus, just coming from Gamesu, Aqua Plus has announced Tall Hard Remake downloadable content extra stories. Let me zoom that real quick. There we go. So extra stories Zero and Masashi, which adds a new story featuring the characters Zero and Masashi Sato. It will launch on July 3rd. Here, so this is what you can expect here. And yeah, here it is. To further enhance your enjoyment of Touhard, we are excited to announce the release of additional downloadable content starting at 12 a.m. on Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, Japanese Standard Time. This downloadable content adds a brand new story featuring the characters Zero and Masashi Sato, both of whom appeared in Touhard. Additional stories will not include audio from the original cast, and that makes me wonder, why are they replacing the voice actors? So here are the new voice actors. So Zero will now be voiced by Miru Hanasaki. It was originally going to be voiced by Michiko Neya. Wonder why are they changing voice actors? Masashi Sato will now be voiced by Nayuta Sugiura, which was originally voiced by Soichiro Hoshi. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And so here are the screenshots you can expect for the extra stories. Okay, hang on. I have been paint. Okay, so okay, sorry. Back to what I was saying. So here are the so here's the next set of screenshots for Masashi Sato. I do think the screenshots look pretty adorable, I would say. And of course the remake, as expected, it looks way better. So what do you think about the extra stories Zero and Masashi for its upcoming DLC on Heart remake, which is set to be released on July 3rd?
I mean, okay. I'll be honest though, this is gonna be a little more interesting because it's gonna be like a spin-off that's gonna expand whole um the whole multiverse of the game already that has already been established at this point. So having this one on the remark and then they're gonna like have a different set of voice actors instead of what was originally intended to be. I think it's gonna be interesting. I hope they pull it well.
Yeah, same. Same.
That's all from me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much my thoughts for this this announcement because July 3rd is inching really close now, so that's gonna be next Thursday, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, so yeah, apologies for a sudden interruption because my sister just texted me on how I am doing with the related work, but yeah, it's okay. I just told my sister just now that I am done for now, so that I will be continuing tomorrow. So that's what I told her. Okay, so yeah, now let's move on to another one. Never Nest to Everest has unveiled the opening animation Hyper Vortex Before the Storm. So I know it's gonna be a little bit long since it's 3 minutes long, but yeah, so Perfect World Games and developer Auto Studio have released the opening animation for Never Nest to Evernest ahead of the upcoming free-to-play Supernatural Urban Open World RPG Coast beta test that is containment test, which will run for July 3rd to 16 on PC. So the game will be available for PlayStation 5, PC, iOS, and Android. A release date has yet to be announced. So, as much as we would love to play entire thing, we cannot exceed up to an hour because we're gonna have to leave our fellow TVH. So, yeah, I'm just gonna hover over how that looks like. And Jumin, have you already seen this before or not yet?
Surprisingly, I haven't yet. This is pretty.
You haven't?
Yeah, for some reason. But I'll watch this on a different. I'll watch it on a different time so that we can.
Same, because we don't have time to watch it right now because I'm already out.
We're already about 3 minutes or 3 minutes short.
Hovering over it looks promising. Yeah, it looks promising for what's to come for the Never Nest to Everness.
It's like it's like combining Chainsaw Man when you look at it. It's kind of like Chainsaw Man for some reason.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Be interesting though. Honestly.
Same. All right. As we all know, head over to the last one because in few minutes from now we will be saying goodbye to our fellow PDH. Drive launches on August 14th. So 3 versus 3 sports game Drive will launch for Nintendo Switch 2 via Nintendo eShop this August 14th for $20 which Nintendo announced. So this is a very quick trailer. You can see how the game works really is because basically you use the Joy-Con 2 controllers to control and you control it with your controller, Joy-Con controllers. It's really simple as that. So that is Drive. So again, you can use your Nintendo Switch 2 controllers as a mouse, mind you. Like here, I'll show you one more time. How that looks. You can see how it's being controlled. See this? This is how you control the game.
Seamless.
It's very interesting.
Awesome.
This is a pretty interesting concept, and yes, it's gonna be out next month. In the next 2 months, that is August 14th. All right, ladies and gents, that is all for Asper's Cafe for our fellow TVH Network viewers this morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We will be back again.
Are adjourned on TVH.
Yup, we will see you next week with the Friday episode of Asphere's Cover. Bye-bye, TVH. Bye!
Bye-bye, TBH.
Ito'y ay hinantog sa inyo ng TJ Entertainment at ng ASP Media. And in that note, we're back.
I love Deco!
Womp womp in Phoenix.
Very, very.
Ileco! Ileco, I love Ileco. Ileco Uno. Drown out kanina.
Dear God.
I love it.
All right, we are back now. It is now 7:21 in the evening as we continue our cover sessions right here on Espresso Cafe, and we are still live on T1 Entertainment, Cool FM Prime Time via T1 Cool FM and Family Archives YouTube channels, and of course AspMedia's YouTube channel. Okay, I have seen some reports that I am deafened. Wait, is it?
No, you're good, you're good.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so as promised before, there will be no commercial breaks for this gap because this is going to be a very long topic, especially with the voice acting situation. So, yeah, TOC team, no commercial breaks for this gap. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the serious part. Let's turn the music off now. And that is, we will be talking about the voice acting situation. That's right, ladies and gents. So, Jermaine, since you know everything well about what's going on with the voice acting, what's happening in the voice acting industry, Jermaine, where should we start, Jermaine?
All right, so this is gonna be like a really, really big topic. So to anybody who's like gonna be into it, listen up because we are getting some real updates on this matter. Especially, there's a separate strike going on between Hoyoverse and the voice actors. So let's get into it, shall we? Unfortunately, I may not be able to share my screen, but that's fine. I'm just gonna be telling you anyway on what's gonna be everything about it. So accordingly, around July 26, 2024, which is almost about a year, the SAG-AFTRA, or the Screen Actors Guild, or the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, have initiated a labor strike involving the union's voice actors and motion capture artists against American video game companies signed to the union's interactive media agreements over failed renegotiations or renegotiation terms of the contract that had expired way back in November 2022. That is in accordance to Wikipedia. Because of this, they are actually against on the following parties: Activision Productions, Blind Light, Disney Character Voices, Electronic Art Productions, Epic Games, Formosa Interactive, keep a note on that one, Insomnia Games, Llama Productions, Take-Two Interactive, VoiceWorks, and Warner Brother Games. And apparently, we'll get back towards the Formosa a little bit more later. So all throughout this session, many of the voice actors decided to withhold their services. So many of our video game characters have suddenly become muted. Pretty much a big change towards everybody who's like playing gacha games, or even as far as like RPG games. Some of the characters have gone muted. Others have decided to switch towards other languages like Korean, Chinese, and Japanese, while others are sentimenting their remarks on Twitter. Some of them are such is pretty much one of the most important games that is considered as the game of the year on numerous occasions, known as Genshin Impact. Well, we're gonna focus it under the Hoyoverse category. So far, when it comes towards this kind of occasion, you'll be surprised on how some voice actors who are working for MiHoYo/Hoyoverse have begun their own separate strike as well, in accordance of the whole strike still going on. Because of this, some of the more iconic voices, like for starters, Paimon and Ketching, and even as far as like the new characters like Kinich and others that are like in the new patch, are muted for some reason, and it's kind of disappointing for many fans that some of their fellow characters that they wanted to hear for the first time are gone missing with dialogues. And it's pretty embarrassing enough for all of us to like have a game that's continuing on while other characters are like voiced. Those that are actually beloved by many are sadly not even one sound can be heard from them. That'll change when all of a sudden, on one particular day in 2025, the former voice actor of Kinich decided to be replaced by a different role. Because as of this time, John Patnode, which is the original voice actor for Kenichi, got replaced by Japanese-based voice actor Jacob Takanashi, sparking the whole controversy into the madness. And one of which that is actually leading the whole biasing situation happens to be the voice of Ketching and Paimon, respectively Karina Butker and Kaylee Mills. So far, what can you say about this scenario? Do you think it kind of deserves this kind of hate that the whole union is striking at that moment, and then all of a sudden, a new voice actor that does not much know of the whole strike just happened to be harassed in Twitter? What do you say, guys?
Um, yeah, especially that one Genshin voice actor. I have heard of the drama through the respective YouTube channels with Rev Says Desu. I'm just going to bring that up so you guys can understand what the context is. So let me just bring up one of his past Rev Says Desu video because we'll just bringing up for the context and we'll just screen share here.
Yes.
So let me just find it right here. But yeah, continue, Jermaine, because it's pretty interesting. It's pretty well for that one Genshin voice actor who voiced Paimon, right? Paimon.
Paimon and Catching, apparently. Paimon and Catching's separate, respective voice actors have began going vocal or going all out against going out harassing Jacob Takanashi for being a scab. Yes, that very word, that scab, which meant they are working while a strike is going on. But in truth, what goes up to 11 is Kylie Mills very much without embarrassment, showing personal details towards it poor Jacob, who's just making a big breakout role. Like, man, what's with this voice acting community? Aren't you supposed to be like, fighting against that one studio that contracted you the voices for Genshin Impact, not the main game developers? It's kind of it's
Right?
kind of like it's kind of like very, very crazy. And as before we get towards this part, this is pretty interesting. We'll get to that one later on. Apparently, around May 2025, following the replacement of some of the voice actors, which also included the aforementioned voice actor, which is Jacob Takanashi, SAG-AFTRA made on the have been going on silent on having the best last and final offer for the end of this towards for the compromises in order for these video game companies to like already go on to this. But let's rewind a little bit. Why are they actually fighting in the first place? Well, it is actually just on one reason alone, and that is AI protection, which is something that is pretty strong case. But at the same time, why would you involve a game developing company that already had uh, AI protections under their wing in the first place and then suddenly just go all out against them when in truth you should be really going towards the Formosa, who is the very studio that Genshin or Hoyo had actually contracted to provide voices for. Get what I'm saying?
Let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit. Yes, have you seen the paperback before? Have you seen
Oh
paperback?
yes. I'm about.
That person who interviewed. Let's rewind that for a bit. let's rewind that for a bit right now as to why one of the Paimon's voice actor got fired in the first place. Let's rewind for a bit.
Sure thing.
Believe
Do you want me
the
to?
collective worker refusal will end when the strike does, even if Hoyo doesn't sign the agreement.
Actors are too afraid to say anything because the minute that we do, we're blacklisted. I know I'm blacklisted from the last studio I spoke about this about. I had sent word to Hoyo that said I refuse to come back until the game is union specifically. Remember, I like a year or two ago, I had come forward stating that I had not gotten paid within 7 months, like for 7 months. I'm getting more into debt because I'm not getting paid on time.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Paper Bag Boy here. So today we are interviewing Paimon's VA, Karina Becker. I would like to say this is an interview, not a debate, so I expect everyone in the comments to be as respectful and cordial as
Right
possible.
there. I'll summarize the whole thing.
That's
So apparently, according to Paperback Boy's interview with Karina Butker, unless or until Hoyo decided to sign that AI interim agreement, she along with Kaylee Mills would be returning to work, which apparently they never did because we already know the situation about that beforehand. And because of their constant bullying on Twitter, especially towards how Karina Botker here decided to make a crash out against all of those Genshin content creators. No, wait. Hoyo content creators. No, wait. Let's expand it a little bit further. All of those who are actually tuning into this situation are like it's like telling us, including us right now, that we are stupid. Like what? Why? When did we actually got into this mess in the first place? When in reality we were just telling you that what you're doing is not right anymore. You know, it's crazy to like hear from a voice actor of a very famous character that's being like made fun of, or like let's say the most popular on that very game itself. It's like telling us that it's like telling all of those who are analysts that they're stupid, that they don't know labor laws, that they don't know anything about those, and it can make everybody pissed. Won't you be pissed as well if you were like talking about this and then all of a sudden a voice actor out of nowhere decided to shout you out for saying that you don't know anything. Kara? Okay, I think that's a bit of a big stretch that will keep going on. But honestly, though, it's a big F for those for those who are just tuning in and like trying to find all of the clues, ideas, and everything. Especially when that Mujin, if you all know Mujin, that one particular VTuber decided to release leaked conversations in the circle of SAG-AFTRA, and many are like saying that we should keep the strike going because this isn't going nowhere. But honestly, though, what a surprise on how even despite that, many of those voice actors who were like found it out decided they wanted a mass reporting against this dude who was just telling them that your files are leaked, so get your act together. And instead, they went with the other way around, trying to protect their rights, that they think they're still in the right when in reality they're already going a little too far. Like very turned into 11 right now.
Yeah, yeah. If, even so I have to say, like, I have to say, I don't know if that voice actor strike is useless, but yeah, especially for this voice actor. If you remember correctly, if my memory serves me right, that she claimed that she has autism. Is it right, Jermaine?
Yes, she's trying to like, bring up these medical excuses for like trying to like gain support onto supporting the strike, which at the first place, it's not about Genshin after all. They're never meant to be in this in the first place, but then all of a sudden they got dragged along by other voice actors who are in the Genshin community. Thanks a lot. So because of this, it's now a debate onto many that Genshin and other Hoyoverse games should be a unionized project in the disguise that it is about AI protection. Surprised?
Yeah, well said. Very well said, Trumaine. Very, very well said. Because again, the strike is all about going against AI and basically protection against AI cloning their voices, apparently.
Yes.
But out of nowhere, this voice actor suddenly out of nowhere made the medical excuse, and this is why she she got criticized. This is
Yes,
why.
and yes, very. And I'm pretty saddened by this fact that, one of the most respected voice actors would suddenly get this treatment. But also because when you look at it, what is she defending for? Is she defending for something that's wrong or something that she thinks is right? I could remember that one particular lyric from Counting Stars. Do you know Counting Stars by One Republic?
No, not really. Tell me more.
Okay. It's okay. But there's this one specific line or lyric there that says, and I feel something so wrong doing the right thing, and I feel something so right doing the wrong thing. And with that, it kind of makes sense because, when you're doing something that you think is right when everybody thinks it's wrong and then you're still trying to like fight for it, what's the point? Everybody's like turning against you and then you're still here doing your last stand onto like unionizing the project. That's really all that is. You just wanted this whole universal project to become union. You wanted this to become just exclusively to SAG-AFTRA. Like, are
Yeah.
you serious?
Are you
Are you?
serious now? Whoever to that once respected voice actor now got fired, really, with a medical excuse. So
Yes.
what? Yeah. Go.
Pretty interesting. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty interesting, honestly. Or
Very
it's a bit.
interesting. And now, as we are about to hear, what will be the next chapter for this voice actor that used to work for Genshin Impact, and what is she going to do next after she got kicked out for what she did in the past? Because I don't think she will be forgiven. I don't think she will be ever returned to Genshin. And well, to my surprise, she did say that she'll be voicing for Disney Junior series Robo Gobo, and we'll explain. Well, and she can explain for that for the context right now.
So, are there any new major roles coming up for you soon, or is it still just going to be Paimon? I know you're not voicing Paimon at the moment, but is there any new roles that you have coming up?
Correct. After Jacob was replaced, I sent notice to Hoyo saying that I would no longer voice Paimon until they became union, so they'll probably just replace me. But moving on, I do have other roles in the mix right now. A lot of them are under NDA, but something that actually came out recently that I'm actually really proud of. It is Robo Gobo. It's on Disney Plus. I voice a little snake character in it, and then I also voice some random other characters in some other episodes. So it's a really cute toddler show. I'm not in it a lot, but I'm in it a little bit, and it's a very adorable show, and it's probably not going to be anything that your audience is going to even want to see. But I'm really proud of it regardless.
Yeah, you just heard them. You just heard what she said. Basically, that is what the former voice actor of Paimon will be going forward. And I don't,
Much.
but yeah, that's what I can say. But good for her, I would say. But still, what she did in the past, it's just outright wrong.
Yes, very outright wrong. And to be fair for her, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, maybe it's a sad thing for others, but you know what the community said about this, Kyra? You want to know
Yeah,
what the reply is?
yeah,
Everybody,
go.
everybody just started jumping for joy when Karina said she'd be stepping down. Everybody who's living under the rocks of everybody or of like those who haven't like heard the event and all of that or any of the news that's going on, everybody just went crazy like thank you very much for doing that because we don't like you anymore. Because honestly, it's been a long, long time that everybody wants her to be replaced, and now that the replacement is up, still anonymous at this point, you know, everybody's like saying, "Wow, this voice actor is better. Welcome back, Paimon." And others are like saying, I'm gonna miss the old one, but not in the reasons that I rather look about. And it's crazy that this is the thing. This is the very moment that Genshin fans around the world, yes, including Chinese players, are like saying, "Yeah, recast her. She's no longer good." And then she just did the inevitable on a different reason, but still she did the world a favor and stepped down on that role. Thank you, thank you, nothing, Karina, for those times. I know we're gonna miss you a little bit, but not on the reasons that are true reason to like talk about. So yes,
That's
um,
true.
accordingly, the whole strike has already been finished. Well, even though the Wikipedia article hasn't yet said that it's already finished, but at this point, it's already been like concluded as of this time. And many of the voice actors who were like celebrated the suspension had announced that they will be returning to their roles. Including the voice actor for Ether, Lumin, Hu Tao, Venti is also coming in here is also coming back with news. Although some of the other voice actors are still not yet sure if they're still going to return or not, but there are some who are like saying are already like revealing that, oh yeah, I voiced this character, and the other one says I voiced that one, and it's a surprising news for many. But regardless, there are a few voice actors like Sean Chiplock, who is the voice of Diluc, who would continue to pursue this independent work refusal as of this point to continue on unless the tentative agreement has been signed. And it's pretty much interesting on how many are like saying, "Yeah, we're out of this mess at this point because it's not working for us anymore. Our jobs are being affected. We're withholding because of this. But you know what? Screw this. Let's get back to work."
Yeah.
Remember that episode from SpongeBob where Squidward went on strike? It's like that. It's like that situation at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy how it goes. But here is one of the biggest news I would love to like talk about in regards to this one. Besides Paimon being recasted, Kaylee Mills, the original voice actor for Catching, had also been replaced. And accordingly, she made a statement about it. You could refer towards to the one I've sent in the group chat. You could open that one up, and then you could show that to the audience right now.
Yeah, sure. I'll show that right now. Yeah. So this is coming from Kaylee Mills. Let me
Go ahead.
just. All right, it should come up at any point from now. And there we go.
All
It's
right.
still loading. Let's just wait to load.
It's still loading.
So here it is. Here is the post coming from X. That is, here's the here. Sorry, but I'll repeat. So yeah, here is Kylie Mills, which she posted on X. Yes, this is her post on X. Last week, I was informed that I would be recast as Ki Wing due to the production schedule. I know people will spectate, but this is the official sole reason I was given, and there is the reason why she stated right here.
Yes, very much. And as you can see, accordingly here, she made it. According here, she said, "I made it very clear that I was absolutely willing and enthusiastic to return at any point if AI protections could be provided, regardless of union status. That is all I asked for." Are you sure about that? Because for once, I think you're trying to persuade the community to like listen to you to making the project union in the first place. That's not even AI protections anymore. Come on. That is all I asked for. It is unfortunate such protections could not be secured for me and my castmates. Huh, are you sure about that? I sincerely hope that changes in the future. And you know what the comment says? Here's the crazy thing about what the comments. There are some who are like sympathizing with her, but some are like saying, "Yeah, you deserved it." Others say that's pretty messed up, and the others have. And then there's one that's said by Shadow, which is pretty interesting. They said, "Maybe stalking someone has consequences, my dude." And they're right because you just stalked Jacob Takanashi's everything, personal details, all that matter, and then telling that to your own community to like go against with. That's like public shaming right there, dude. That's not right. That's wrong. You're not supposed to like bully
Exactly.
your castmates, especially if they got replaced. You know, it's not easy to
It's not
get a
easy
breakout
either.
role.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
easy either. It's not easy,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, here's the thing. According to SK, which they say, here's what she did: bullying her colleague. That's one. Two, sharing personal info of that colleague in social media. And then three is promoting unofficial strike against Genshin when Genshin was never part of the strike in the first place, so that they can be unionized. The strike overall was never about AI protection. Like,
Oh,
wow. Crazy, right? You could never think that voice actors like this can be so entitled, so persuasive, and downright rude and disrespectful to the community that supported them throughout the years. Like 5 years, man, you could have left. There's like 5 years for you to leave. Why would you suddenly bring this up while the SAG-AFTRA is like going on strike? You know? You have four chances to like say that, but no, you didn't. You just had to bring it up right now because your whole union company is like going on strike against those big companies. So you decided to drag another one into the mix. No, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. This is a gaming news that's like, you know, pretty much everybody knows at this point. But at the same time, it's a very nice to like, look back on because this is the real definition of karma. You say something bad towards your fellow workmate or castmate or fellow voice actor, then you get ambushed for it. Then you try to stand your rights, and then the um the big company who's like you are coming that you're voicing the character from is like saying screw it, I'm gonna recast you for being insubordinate. Bye bye to your days. We don't need you anymore. You're hurting the company. You're hurting the whole um the community. At the same time, I don't know what you're fighting for. To summarize that in a simple Shark Tank proposal, I'm out. That's it.
yeah,
They
yeah.
literally said, "I'm out. Don't involve me into this. We're never a part of this in the first place." That is the most um thing that Hoyo has to say about this matter.
Exactly.
They don't want to like make a public statement about this because this was never supposed to be a union project in the first place, and yet this entitled voice actors are trying to make it
Wait,
happen.
ate. Wait, my sister, wait. Ate, later. I can't. Okay, go ahead, Jermaine.
Yeah, don't worry. And it's pretty bad how voice actors like this can be this entitled to like try to say it, even though it was just about fair pay. When it's if it's just all about fair pay and unions and all of that, they should have like compromised that a long time ago before this whole strike happened. Get what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah. So
Is
yeah, guys. In conclusion, what can we learn from this voice actor strike?
hmm.
What
Well,
have we learned so far?
what we've learned is basically be careful on what you say in the media and think before you click. Because even though you're outraged with this and you're trying to get support from your community, that doesn't give you the right to be entitled about your position, even how long you are. You're still a worker in this community, so respect it. If your fellow voice
Definitely.
actor got replaced, respect the decision. Okay? You can fight for it, but don't go to 11 to harassing the voice actor for it. It's
Correct.
not worth it. I'm
Correct.
talking if this happens to come around either Kaylee or Karina, if this show ever like goes into them, who knows, I'm telling you right now, guys, if you're planning to voice act, don't try to be an entitled morons about it. Because if you
That's
do,
correct.
actions had consequences. Okay?
Exactly. Yes,
If you're if
exactly.
if you're going on strike, don't involve your projects. That's another lesson. Don't involve your projects. Involve those who are contracted in the projects, which are the ones in the first place. I said Formosa is part of it, and Formosa is contracted by Genshin or Hoyo to provide um the voices. So you should directly strike against them, not the game developers. It's not
Mm-hmm.
right, you know.
It's not right either. Yeah, it's not right, guys. And to the and I'm looking at you, Paimon, for the former Paimon voice actor. Please do
Mhm.
better.
Yes,
You do
do
better. Do
better.
better. You better do
Yes.
better next time. Don't
Yeah.
come up with your stupid medical excuses.
And don't crash out on Twitter. That's the third one. Don't crash out on
Exactly.
Twitter, on
Don't
TikTok,
crash it.
everywhere.
Don't crash it out, guys. Don't. Just don't.
Yes, don't make a public crash out, or else you'll get this treatment. You
Exactly.
know, to the
All
point
right.
that the Chinese players who Hoyo is like getting these feedback from is like saying recast her already, guys. We're not even happy anymore.
We're not them. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right.
So, mhm.
I think that is all. Is that all, Jermaine? Because we have to go now.
Yes, that's all. I guess the last thing that I could say is get some respect. That's it.
Yes.
RESPCT.
At least have
That's a
some
big word.
respect. At least have
Yes.
some respect. At least have some respect. Okay, TOC team, get ready now because we're going to wrap it up. And that is all for the coffee tonight. Thank you very much for joining us, for stopping by to our coffee this evening. We will be back again tomorrow. And
Thank you
just in the
too.
right time, my sister is already calling me to pick up the phone. So with
Yeah.
that, I will have to go now and I have to take care of it. This has been
Mm.
Asphere's Coffee. I am Cairo.
And I'm Tremaine.
And the cafe is now closed. And coming up next, it's Salita ng Mansanas. We will see you tomorrow for more coffee sessions at 8 p.m. Goodbye, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye. I'll see you in another one.